Welcome back to Cosmic Consciousness with King Prophet. Tonight's topic is, do you think religion is the way to heaven?
That's a good question. And I'm just going to give you my perspective because every time I talk to y'all, I just want you to know I'm giving you my perspective. Now, do I think that religion is the way to heaven? Well, let's just look at it this way. How long has religion been around? Hundreds of years, thousands of years. Is there heaven on this earth? No, there's not no heaven on this earth. Ever since religion's been on this earth, there has not been no heaven on this earth. So, religion is not the way to heaven. Now, the way to heaven is very simple, but it just takes work. And that work is going within yourself. Once again, when I speak about going within, this is what Yeshua, I'm going to start saying Yeshua because that was his real name anyway. Yeshua. This is what he taught. The kingdom of heaven is within you. He didn't say the kingdom of heaven is in religion. He never once said that. The kingdom of heaven is in religion. Because it's not. Now, one of the things why you can't make it to heaven through religion is because religion is not teaching you how to go within yourself. You have to learn how to do that. You have two natures. You have a physical and you have a spiritual. Most of you are only really concerned about the physical because that's where most of your attention is. It's in the physical world. You spend very little time into the spirit realm of yourself. And the reason why I know this is because the world is the way it is because of this. If we all learned how to go within ourselves and raise our consciousness, then we would all connect to that God within us and we can bring heaven on earth. It's not a hard concept to see. It's only hard for those of you that look at life more in a physical and religious perspective. Because remember, most of you religious people don't believe that there could even be a heaven on earth. When they say in the Bible, as it is in heaven, as it is on earth. So why can't you believe that there's a heaven on earth? It's because of what you see physically. It's not what you see spiritually. It's what you see physically. And it's what you see in religion. Because religion is about stories of another person. And another person interpreting that story, telling you what it meant. This is what you go through every single day when you go to reading the Bible or to church. You are reading a story about another individual and what happened then and what they think it meant. And then you're trying to put it in today's world. Today's world. Now, like I said before, the Bible is a prophetic book. I have nothing against the Bible. It just doesn't teach you how to go within yourself, which is what you need to learn in order to reach the kingdom of heaven. Because heaven, I'm going to let y'all know something. Heaven is not a place that you go to. Heaven is a place that you arrive. And the only way that you can arrive is within. You got to arrive within yourself. That means you have to put the work in and going within yourself and learning and growing spiritually, not religiously. And this is the reason the world has been off balance for so many years, is because you all look at life strictly from a physical perspective. Now, I know sometimes I've even had the question asked to me, why do you say humans all the time like you ain't human? Because I know that bothers some people sometimes. Like they be thinking like, oh, who does he think he is? He's saying humans. I'm going to tell you why I say humans. Because the majority of you are still stuck in your human nature. You're not in your spiritual nature. Because if you was in your spiritual nature, you would understand. And you wouldn't get offended. And you wouldn't think something negative. I say humans because you are still in your human nature. Once you cross the bridge over into the essence of who you become spiritually, you leave your human nature and you're living in your true essence and spirit, which is your spiritual nature. See, I bet you didn't know that, did you? No, because you was never taught this and you never looked at it this way. This is why I say you must learn how to open your mind and expand your awareness. Expand it outside of a book that limits you to seeing God. You are talking about an omnipresent being here, the creator of everything that's in everything and anything. And you're going to tell me the only way to get to him is through a book? Now, I'm going to tell you something else. I know there's a lot of soul selling going on out here, especially in the music industry. Well, I'm gonna let you know something. The music industry ain't the only place you can sell your soul to. Hollywood is not the only place you can sell your soul to. You can sell your soul to religion, which a lot of you have. You sold your souls to religion. This is why you cannot think outside of the box of the Bible. You've sold your whole soul to religion. Tell me you didn't. If you can't think outside of a book about God, that means you've sold yourself into believing this is the only way. So you sold your soul to religion. When you ain't supposed to be selling your soul to nobody. It's yours. All you have to do is get in tune with it. And the only way to get in tune with it is to go within. That's why I say heaven is a place you arrive. It's not a place that you go. So, this is one of the reasons I'm glad I had this topic to talk about tonight. Because a lot of you people are, especially you religious people, y'all waiting for somebody to come out of the sky and save y'all. And I'm going to just let you know how that works. If you waiting for somebody to come and save you. Okay, and the Bible said Christ will return, the second coming of Christ. He didn't say Christ himself. He said the Christ consciousness. It's a consciousness. Now, think about this. He said the second time he would come, he would meet you in the sky. Now, if he's not stepping foot on the physical earth with his feet, he said, I'm going to meet you in the sky. What's the other way you can only meet him in the sky unless you raise your consciousness to the Christ consciousness? Wow, you see how easy that is to see? So if seeing is believing, I just got you to see it so you can believe it. Now, whether you want to do it or agree with it, that's a whole nother story. But I got you to see it. This is what I mean by expand your awareness, raise your consciousness. Your consciousness is stuck in a low frequency. Religion is a low frequency consciousness. This is why religion has been in control for so long. It controls your consciousness and the way you think about God. True spirituality that comes within, God is a creator. He's a free thinker's free thought. You can be free to think how you want, especially as long as it's of a positive nature. Now, I'm going to tell you something else right now what's going on. Guess what? It's a war going on. Israel, right? Guess what they're fighting over? Religion. In those countries, they've been fighting over religion for thousands of years. Y'all know this. Y'all can see this. In this country, they're fighting over religion. You got religious people. Every time I pull up some little YouTube video, there's all you religious people going amongst each other because they're not church-like, or this is not of the spirit, and that's there you go. You religious people arguing amongst each other again. Y'all still can't get it right amongst yourself, but yet you want to go out here and try to convince everybody to believe what you believe. And you can't even get it right within yourself. Half of y'all done crossed the bridge and y'all playing both sides of the fence anyway. Y'all music sound just like worldly music. The only thing is, you just put your lyrics to it because you knew the worldly music was popping. Y'all knew it was good, that y'all liked the beat. So you went, what can we do? They're getting all the attention with this music. So we'll use their music, but we'll just use positive message in God's word. So you're just dressing up the same way. You're doing the same thing as they're doing. And you don't think there are people out here in this world like myself that can see this. We are so sick and tired of this. We're tired of y'all playing both sides of the fence and then going around judging everybody else because y'all don't want to believe, because we don't believe the way you believe. We have learned how to go within ourselves. We have learned Christ's way. At least I have. This is why I speak the way I speak, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I've been called to open you, to awaken you, and open your minds to new ways of looking at things. Because ain't nothing new under the sun. It's just new ways to doing old tricks. And y'all know it. So, once again, I keep saying that, y'all better find the time to stop and rest so you can pass heaven's test. Or else this physical world will wear you down where you cannot hear the smallest sound. And when the force speaks to you, you will miss the meaning and not follow through. And from the looks of it, a lot of y'all are missing the meaning. You religious people, you've been missing the meaning. But guess what? It's a new age now. That's what this shift was all about. You have to shift your consciousness. Okay? That's what you have to shift. You have to shift it from the outside in to the inside out. That means you have to learn how to go within yourself and live from within. Trust me, you'll be connected to the spirit and it'll answer all of your questions. And it'll show you a better way to look at life anyway, from outside of a physical perspective. You just never took the time to put this type of work into yourselves, the majority of you, because you're too caught up in the physical world. Start putting some work into yourself. Fix your spirit. Raise your consciousness. Raise your vibration. Quit getting caught up in all this negativity on this physical plane, because that's all it is. It ain't nothing but negativity. Turn the news on, negativity. You go to hearing people arguing about scripture and back and forth, negativity. I mean, it's so noisy on this 3D reality. It's too noisy. That's why we learn to go within, where it's more peaceful. That's like Jesus say, I may be in this world, but I'm not of this world. I understand that concept 100%, because I know I'm in this world, but I am not of it. I am not on these frequencies like the majority of y'all, into all this materialism and stuff like that. I'm not saying I don't like nice things, but I don't make it a point to kill for it or to desire it to the point to boost my ego, to make me feel like I'm somebody. I see half of y'all people on here, man, showing all your little clothes off and you thinking you somebody because you're wearing all these expensive brands. But then say, do you believe in God? Y'all playing both sides of the fence too. That's what I'm saying. This is why we're in that age now. The veil is being lifted. We can see all of y'all now. And y'all are just out there. You just showing your butts. Because you're playing both sides of the fence. You acting like you all godly and everything, but you all flaunting material things. You're lost. And you can't even admit it. And then when you run across somebody like me that's a realist and just give you the real, you get mad. You get upset. You don't want to hear it. That's all good. I'm a truth bearer. I only speak truth. And if truth hurts you, then you don't need to be around me anyway. Because I don't like negative energy. So, I'm about done with this video for today with my little rant. Sometimes I get in my mood because, this energy is so strong, and I see your physical world, and I know what we need to do as a whole to come together. But some of us have already put the work in and done it. We're just waiting on the rest of you to catch up, wondering why you can't get it. Why don't you see this? Why aren't you interested in learning about your spiritual side? Why aren't you trying to raise your vibration? Why aren't you trying to raise your frequency? Why aren't you trying to connect to the God within yourself? Why don't you even believe that you're a God, knowing that you're a child of God and you came from God? It's because you don't know the spiritual side of yourself. You only look at yourself as a human being. You do not even look at yourself as a light being, knowing darn well you come from the light. If you came from God, God is light. God is energy. But you don't see that because you're stuck in 3D reality. Well, you better start raising your consciousness or you're going to miss the shift. The shift is here. This is why so many people is talking about this stuff. And for y'all thinking like, oh, they're crazy and all that, you know what? We think you're crazy. We do. We think you're crazy. We're like, Jesus, man, are they ever going to get it? Yeah, that's what we think about you. So while you over here thinking some type of way, we already thought some type of way about you. But we're just only wishing that you would come on this side and raise your consciousness and cross the bridge. That's what that means. Cross over from the physical and cross over into your spiritual nature. And then you can be like me and you can start saying humans. Anyways, I'm just messing with y'all with that part. But this is why I do say humans anyway, because I know the majority of you are still stuck in your human nature. So come out of it and start getting more into your spiritual nature and help raise the vibration and the frequency of the planet, which is what Mother Earth and Mother Gaia is doing at this time. If you can't feel it, then that means you're just missing the shift. So raise your consciousness. Focus on going within. Thank you.